America may have an economic heart attack, and China is dominating in manufacturing. Today, I read an interesting article on foxbusiness.com written by Aislinn Murphy titled, Billionaire Hedge Fund Manager Warns of Economic Heart Attack for U.S. Economy. According to the author, Bridgewater Associates founder Ray Dalio said on a recent podcast that the U.S. could be headed toward a future economic heart attack without government action. He said, the U.S. is quite near the point of a debt death spiral. Without action, he suggested the country could see a heart attack occur in 3 years, give or take a year. Here are my thoughts. This is really ominous. I have listened to Ray Dalio for quite some time, and he is an interesting individual. He actually lived in China years ago with his family and watched that country emerge as the superpower that it is today. Ray Dalio has studied history, specifically the rise and fall of empires. The American empire is on shaky ground these days, in my opinion. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, our taxes are among the lowest in the world. Not sure how much longer we can afford these tax cuts. Another commenter said, this is the test to see if Trump truly has any real economic acumen or if he is just a multi-bankruptcy trust fund baby. Can he reduce the deficit? Hint, it's not going to happen by imposing tariffs on everyday Americans and protecting the corporate welfare babies. The next commenter said, no one has all of the answers, and it isn't as easy as just lowering our borrowing. It has to be done smart and will require some hard and even painful decisions that I just don't see Congress having the political willpower to act on. Congress has always kicked the can down the road so they could avoid being the ones to make those decisions, but the ability to continue delaying is going to end one way or another and will affect just about every aspect of our lives. The next person said, this is not good at all. Buckle up, it's going to get bad. What we have seen so far is just the beginning. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, we should all be yelling this at our representatives nonstop. Stop wasting our money. Well, my friends, the commenters always have interesting things to say. Please keep in mind, these are the thoughts of the commenters and not me. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Here's another interesting article that mentions Ray Dalio. I read this on Yahoo Finance, put out by Fortune and written by Sasha Rogelberg, titled, Billionaire investor Ray Dalio warns the U.S. won't be competitive in manufacturing with China in our lifetime. The author referenced Ray Dalio as saying, the U.S. may have the brains in leading AI chip development, but China will continue to have the brawn to manufacture applications for those chips, and that won't change anytime soon. Ray Dalio went on to say, we design chips, but we can't produce chips effectively. By and large, we can't produce things, any manufactured goods, as cost effectively. My friends, this is really sad. At one time, America was a manufacturing superpower. We manufactured what the world needed. There was a time when cities like Detroit, Michigan, and Flint, Michigan, and Cleveland, Ohio, were mighty manufacturing cities that were thriving. People could leave high school and go get a manufacturing job that paid a livable wage. Young people didn't need to go into debt for 4 years of college just to graduate and have to compete for a small number of jobs with countless other applicants. A friend of mine was complaining to me about it this week. He said, most jobs these days require you to apply via LinkedIn, and after you apply, you find out about thousands of other people who have also applied. He said there is no way humans are looking at these thousands of applications. He said it has to be some algorithm that sifts through these applicants. He is quite discouraged as he has tried to find another job with no success. He feels like you need to know someone on the inside to get a job at some companies these days. During the manufacturing heyday in America, people could fill out an application on paper and turn it in at the office of the manufacturing plant. There were no online interviews to screen applicants before an in-person interview. You'd actually get a phone call and get an invitation to come in for a real interview. And you might even get offered the job that day. Sure, if you knew someone on the inside, you might get hired over someone else. But no big deal, because there were plenty of other good manufacturing jobs down the street. How times have changed here in America. A lot of our manufacturing was offshored to other countries where there is cheaper labor. This made shareholders wealthy and decimated many former manufacturing cities in America. In my opinion, this also impacted our national security. Why does no one seem to care that we can't mine all of the minerals that we need for modern fighter jet manufacturing, or all of the components that those jets need? I guess that doesn't matter, because some believe drones are the future now. One of the military drones I made a video about last year had an engine manufactured by Mercedes. Why aren't we manufacturing everything for our military these days? There was a time when our automakers here in America were heavily involved with manufacturing military equipment for former wars. How would we do in a world war today when we can't manufacture as much as we once could? I'll let you answer that in the comment section below. I read some of the comments beneath this article. I'll share some of them with you. The first commenter said, with the U.S. labor rates probably at least 10 times what China's is, and the regulations the U.S. has on companies manufacturing here compared to China, we cannot be competitive. Another commenter said, Reagan allowed company CEOs to offshore manufacturing with cheaper labor costs to increase the bottom line and add value to company stock for shareholders. We as a nation suffered, because once the genie is out, it stays out. Greed has once again come back to bite us where it hurts. There was a follow-up comment to this individual. This person said, it goes back further than Reagan. It started during the Nixon administration and the opening of trade with China. The last comment that I'll share with you came from someone who said, thank Walmart. They demanded prices be kept artificially low since the mid-1980s. Americans were unwilling to pay the actual price of goods, so manufacturing was sold out and offshored. It's not coming back as the average American household and consumer doesn't have the money for $900 microwaves and $4,000 computers and phones. Wow. What do you think about all this? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I want to also thank all of my channel members. If you would like to become a channel member, there is a link in the description beneath this video. You can read more about the different membership levels. Please also check out some of the great books I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.